Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Today we will learn about diagraph in in our spelling today. So, what are diagraphs? Diagrams are two letters that makes a sound. Can I take that again? Diagraph are two letters that makes a sound. Yes. So let's move. Today I'll be telling you a short story about these five diagrams. And it's a story about Miss H and her five friends. Miss H and her five friends. So the first friend of Miss H is Miss S. S. So, Miss S likes to read. So, whenever Mr. H, this is Miss S plus Mr. H. Whenever Mr. H is with her, they like to go to the library. A library is a place where you read. So, everyone knows you have to be quiet in the library. So, when S and H, when they are together, the only sound they make is shh. Can we say that again? Shh. Shh. Let me sing a song. Hush, hush, hush. Don't make a sound. Be as quiet as you can be. The baby's asleep and I'm tired out. Shh, 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 shh. So look out for shh, the diagram shh, in words like sheep, word like shop, sh, up, shop. Now look out for the diagram. The beginning diagram in sh, ah. This is what? Shafts. 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 Okay, so the second friend is Miss C. Yes, I told you earlier that Miss H has five friends. Okay, and the second friend is Mr. C. So Mr. C and H likes to walk in the rain together. C and H, they like to what? To walk in the rain together. And the only trouble was they get cold anytime they walk in the rain. So when the two of them are walking together, let me give them legs. They are walking together in the rain. That's bad. So they get cold when anytime they walk in the rain. So whenever C and H are together, the only thing you could hear is the sound of their sneezing. And how is that? So like I said earlier, they like to walk in the rain, and the only thing you could hear is the sound of their sneezing. So can we pretend to sneeze? Can you sneeze in your elbow? Can you sneeze in your elbow? Good. So we have to, okay. So like I said, they sneezed in their elbow. And that's the only thing we could actually hear. All right, so just look out for the ch diagraph in words like ch, e, ch, e, chin, chin. And look out for the beginning diagraph in ch, of, chop, chop. Now let's see this. Ch, eh, check, check, check. So the third friend is Mr. W. W. So Miss W likes to talk a lot. So whenever Mr. W, okay, and Mr. H, whenever they are together, it's only W that used to make the noise. Like I said, she likes talking. She likes to talk. So whenever they um, are together, they make the sound woo, 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 woo. And you can have that in words like whip. Like I said, it's only Miss W that likes to talk. So she's the only one making the sound whip. Whip. She's the only one doing the talking. Whip. And in words like when, when. And in words like whim, 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 whim. So let's go to the fourth friend. The fourth friend is Mr. T. T. Wow. This is interesting. Mr. T and Mr. H. Do you know what? They are friends actually, but they like to fight a lot. So when they see each other, they stick out their tongue at each other. Yes, the two of them, when they come together, they usually stick out their tongue at each other. Sometimes they do it quietly. And when they do it quietly, they make the sound. And you can see that in words like think. You stick out your tongue as if you have just stick out your tongue. So when T and H, when they come together, when they see each other, they usually do. They are friends, but they just like fight. I don't know why. So they usually stick out their tongue at each other. Sometimes they do it quietly and they make the sound in think, and in word like um thumb, thumb, thumb. They make the sound in the word thumb. And also, you can also hear them at the end of a word like teeth, teeth. So they do that quietly, okay? Quietly. So sometimes T and H, they also stick out their tongue. Sometimes they're always noisy about it. So when they are noisy about it, they make the sound still sticking out at their tongue, but they are always noisy. Sometimes they're noisy. When they are noisy, they make the sound as in this, this. Okay, as in that, that, that. Okay, so the last friend is Mr. P. Yes, I said Mr. H has 5 friends. Oh, and we said we have Mr. T, Mr. W, Mr. C, Mr. S. So the last friend is Mr. P. Mr. P. So whenever the two of them, whenever they are together, they like to drive rough. And when they drive rough, the P and the H, when they come together, they, they like to come together. And when they come together, like I said, they like to come together and they like to drive so rough. And when they drive so rough, sometimes they get their tire deflated. And once you get your tire deflated, the sound you make is, or just assume you have your your balloon and you just pierce your balloon with a needle. Do you know that sound it will give you? So that's the sound Miss P and Mr. A, Mr. P and Miss H, the sound they make when they come together. And you can see that in words, like Phi, Philip, Philip. Yes, you can see it in words like Philip, in words like orphan. This one is in the middle. Orphan, orphan. And you can also see it in words like, let me write it here, dolphin is in the middle. Dolphin, dolphin. Okay, and you can also see it in words like phone. I'm very sure that you have a phone. So this is how to spell phone. The beginning diagraph in phone is. So let's do this. This is wheel. So we put our wheel. Sheep. As the beginning consonant cluster is sheep. And this is chair. And this is chick. And this is thread. Thread. And this is shirt. Shirt. Shark. Shark. And sheep. Sheep. Ooh. Whale. 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 So let's do a quick recap. Miss H has 5 friends. Mr. P, when they come together, they make the sound. Mr. T, when they come together, they make the sound sometimes quietly and sometimes noisy. And Mr. W, and they make the sound. And Mr. C, and when they come together, they make the sound. Always remember your choo-choo train when you have this sound. And the last one is S. And when they come together, they like to visit the library and they have to keep quiet and they make the sound shh. Thank you and have a nice day.